In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to become free from distracting thoughts and how to live in the present moment. I'm also going to be sharing why this is actually the cause of the overthinking and the lack of focus. So first of all, I'm just going to start with this little book reading, How to Become Free from Distracting Thoughts and Live in the Present Moment. The reason people have countless thoughts and so many distractions in their mind is because people take pictures of the incomplete world. One is born with the habits, topped with the life lived, and the life he lives, which are the delusional thoughts added on top. If you throw this all away, your delusional thoughts will disappear and you will be able to work hard at what you do and you will be able to succeed. Throwing away the life lived, which is the cause of the delusional thoughts within oneself, is the way to get rid of these delusional thoughts. It is also the way to increase concentration and live in the present moment. This is how you can become successful. So, if that doesn't make sense, no problem. I'm actually going to illustrate it with some diagrams now. So I'll go into the visuals to really illustrate to you what it actually means by the habits, what it means by the life lived, and what it means by the incomplete world and that delusional mind. Because in the end, who doesn't want to succeed? The only thing that stops us from succeeding is our own mind. So with that, let's get into this. So first of all, the habits. So in actuality, obviously, we all know we were born through our parents. So we have our two parents, our mum and dad, and their genetic code is actually passed into us. So just like you look like your parents, your mind traits, your characteristics also resemble theirs and all of your ancestors. So all of that already is stored in your brain and in your cells. Again, in the same way that you look like them, your brain, your mind also resembles your ancestors. So what does it mean by the incomplete world? So if you look around you right now, that is the real world. But when you close your eyes, there's this whole mind world inside of there. So from the moment we were born, we actually have these 5 senses. So with our eyes, nose, mouth, ears, and body, we're actually taking pictures of everything and recording it in our brain. So for example, where you grew up as a child, you might remember your house, the places that you played, playing with your friends and family, parks, and your mind at that time was very simple. Whatever was in your mind at that particular time is what was being created inside of your mind. So those thoughts that were produced inside of that mind were based on the habits that you inherited from your parents and ancestors and the life that you had lived up until that point. And then, of course, as you get older, it doesn't stop. You keep taking more and more of these pictures. You go to primary school, getting in trouble, good times in primary school, bad times, what kind of student was I? So your mind's building up. So this idea of this incomplete world inside of your mind is building up, and there's more and more space that it's taking up inside of your mind. Then, of course, we go through high school, university, stresses about friends, getting our phone, anxiety, going to different kinds of places, exams, study, boyfriends, girlfriends, whether I was a good student or a bad student, what do I want to be when I get older, having to start to think about doing casual work, part-time work. I'm losing breath because already it's overwhelming thinking about, wow, all these things that are in my mind. And again, that incomplete world is being built up inside of your mind. So more and more of exactly how you think is based on all of that past. So you can really think about the past as being like the programming of your present moment. So we're really living like robots. And then, of course, now there is my job, car, mortgages, houses, work colleagues, friends, holidays, trying to take care of my children, having children, worrying about money, worrying about the future, worrying about a promotion, worrying about the next thing, really overthinking and overanalyzing. And then this mind world, this incomplete world continues to build up. Not only that, we have this concept of myself inside of there. Oh, I'm an overthinker. I'm an overanalyzer. Oh, I like reading books. Oh, when I do something, I do it really carefully and I spend a lot of time on it. So I emphasize this concept of my past programming. Just like a robot, I can't actually think outside of what's in my mind. I can only think according to what's actually been programmed into there. So in actuality, my whole life, I'm just taking pictures. And so these pictures, when we talk about pictures, thoughts, feelings, emotions, memories, literally everything that happens inside of this body and inside of this mind, the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, everything, these are the pictures that are being produced from the past life. And so if you go back to your parents had that entire mind world also stored in their mind, plus their ancestors, and then plus their ancestors, and then plus their ancestors. So it just continued to compound, and then we're born like this. We're born with this body, with this mind, this pre-existing mind, and then we go through life and build up this mind world. So it's no wonder why even now children, they have stress, they have anxiety, they start to overthink, they can't handle their minds. It's really becoming an epidemic all around the world. It's because our minds are full, we're giving that to our children, and then this continues and perpetuates forever. And so now we actually need to learn why this is. And we're telling you this is why it is. It's because we have this built up mind world stored inside of there. And this is how I'm living. So this is where all the stress comes from. This is where all the anxiety comes from, worries about the future. Everything is being created, the overthinking, by these tens of thousands of thoughts. So I'm really trapped inside of there because this mind world, this incomplete world, creates tens of thousands of thoughts and feelings in the present moment. So I think I'm living in the present moment, but in actuality, I'm not. I'm actually living inside of my own mind, and the way that I see everything is based on what's in there. So when I have worries about something, sometimes I'm worrying about something, or many times I'm worrying about something that doesn't even have any basement in reality. It's just based on the past. Oh, what is my boss going to say to me? And because you have that in your mind and you're overthinking it and you're stressing about that situation, you're taking that energy with you into that situation and you're projecting that energy, that vibration out into the world. And guess what? The cause of the result of that with interaction with your boss is because of you. It's because of your mind, because you projected that energy out. You had those worries. You created that situation as it was. This is actually how the mind works. This is how the mind world works. But we don't actually know this. We can't actually see this because we can only see things from our own limited perspective. So, okay, that's the incomplete world. That is the mind. So how do we actually solve this? How do I get rid of these tens of thousands of thoughts? It's all good and well knowing this and understanding this. But how do I actually get rid of it? Well, we have a very, very simple meditation method. So through the meditation method, we actually learn how to discard these things. So in your mind, just like you can imagine a billions of degrees fire just in front, you could scrunch up a piece of paper and throw it into the fire and it would disappear. Not even a single atom would remain. In exactly and precisely the same way, all those pictures that are accumulated in the mind, one by one, as we reflect on what we have in our mind, we learn how to clear them away. And as you do this meditation method, and as we guide you through that process, through the 7 steps of the meditation, through the 7 layers of the mind, your mind will become clearer. It will have more space. You'll notice the overthinking disappearing. You'll notice you'll be able to focus more. All that stress and anxiety and overthinking disappears until completely you are free from it. And from there, then you'll actually live with a mind that is calm, happy, positive, focused, a mind of wisdom, and a mind that is truly alive. This is how to succeed. This is how to stop overthinking. It's very, very simple. Talking about it is not going to solve it. You actually have to learn how to get rid of the root cause of the overthinking, which is that incomplete mind in here. So through the process of meditation, you can actually clear it away. You can be free from those distracting thoughts. You can be free from those overthinking thoughts, and you can achieve anything that you put your mind to with the mind of focus, with the mind of clarity, with the mind of wisdom. So really, there's so many benefits to actually clearing your mind. So if you're interested, reach out to us at Oceania Meditation and we can connect you with one of the local centers and you can start today. Thank you very much.